Good evening, everyone. If you wouldn't mind beginning to find your seats, we will begin the program in just about a minute. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Newington High School Athletic Awards Night. My name is Chris Myers. I'm the Director of Athletics. Extremely proud to be able to work with each and every one of you and watch all of our student athletes grow, and I'm so excited to be here tonight so that we can highlight their many achievements. Before we begin, I would like everybody to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. So that is the Newington High School Chamber Choir from a few years past. We do have an order in for a new version. That version is fantastic, but we figure we might want to get a new one soon. If everybody could, as you came in, if you noticed on the side walls, there is a QR code for our program this evening. I believe we have a QR code to put on the front screen, maybe? No. Okay. So we do not have a QR code to put on the front screen. If anybody would like to follow along with us, the QR codes are located on the side, so please feel free to check in. They're also located on newingtonathletics.com, and we do have the program listed on our website under our Athletic Awards Night page. So each year, each day, our teams work tirelessly to really push themselves to achieve more than they thought they could accomplish. Many of those teams have had the opportunity to compete more or less at the pinnacle in the state tournament. So how we like to start our program is to recognize for each season the programs that were able to compete in the state tournament. So I'm going to go by season. And so when I call your sport, if you were a member of that team, I please ask that you rise and just stay standing until the end of that particular season. So we'll begin with the fall. Our first program was boys cross country. Girls cross country. Stay standing. Girls soccer. Boys soccer. Girls swimming and diving. Boys golf. And girls volleyball, who was also conference champions. Congratulations to all of our fall state tournament qualifying teams. All right, let's move on to the winter. In the winter, cheerleading. Boys basketball. Indoor track. Boys swimming and diving. Wrestling. Girls ice hockey. Boys ice hockey. And our girls basketball team, who was conference champs and state semifinalists. Congratulations to our winter state tournament qualifying programs. All right, one more season. In the spring, we have baseball. Boys lacrosse, who will open tomorrow at 4:30 at Clem Lemire. Outdoor track and field. Softball. Boys volleyball. And girls tennis. Congratulations to all of our spring programs that qualify for the state tournament. I think one of the neatest things that we're able to kind of identify with that is how many of our student athletes are able to compete on teams and get to that state tournament opportunity. Not that that's the end goal, but it is awesome that we have so many kids that are committed to their programs, their fellow student athletes, and their school as a whole. So along with our teams that has excelled, we had many students who stood out during their seasons. At this time, I'm going to go through all the student athletes who were selected by coaches throughout the Central Connecticut Conference and invite all of our all-conference award winners to come up to the risers to be recognized and for a photo. So I'm going to do this by season, and if you wouldn't mind, holding off for our applause until the end, we would appreciate it. So when your name is called, please come up to the risers. For cross country, Katie Bolke. It's all right. Field hockey, Kaylee Krasuski and Riley Mills. It's all right. That's all right. Clap for them. They're going to walk up. What the heck? For football, J.D. Nazario, Akari Roseman, Elijah Smith, and Josiah Sims. For boys soccer, Anthony Napolitano Jr., Gavin Williams, Adam Ely, Sean Lungu, for girls soccer, Avery Bonet, Caitlin Galinato, Ella Stair, Ava Dos Santos, and Nora Lewandowski. For volleyball, Kendall Miller, Alyssa Dugas, Omara Batista, Anaya Farmer, Brooke Poulin. For boys golf, Kyle Klimas. Girls swimming and diving, Sophia Napoli, Miranda Parker, and Shanna Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our fall all-conference award winners. Everybody please hold on for a picture. Smile at Mr. Mateo. Congratulations, everyone. Next, we have our winter all-conference selections. We'll start with boys basketball. Adam Alexander, Avery Mickens, LeBron Beckford, Josiah Sims. For girls basketball, Bella Kukata and Kendall Miller. For boys swimming and diving, Kuba Latuic. Latowick, I knew that. Philip Nadrzatowski. Jake D'Amato. Matthew Vaughn. Jaden Liu. For indoor track, Katie Bolke. Olivia Canapari. Anaya Ross. Ariadne Stergakis. For cheerleading, Sarah Aldrich. Madeline Glaude. Jamie Hernandez. Isabella Longu. And Azalyn Smith. For boys ice hockey, Jack Petronio. Girls ice hockey, Kaylin Reynolds. Wrestling, Tyler Mangine. These are your winter all-conference selections. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations, everybody. Finally, we have our spring all-conference winners. Unfortunately, there are still a couple sports that have not been able to submit, but we will report everybody that we have. For softball, Ava Johnson, Maya Simpson, and Kylie Connors. Boys volleyball, Nate Parlapiano. For boys lacrosse, Connor Caracciolo, Aiden Bankston, Davide Sulmicelli, Evan DeMarco, and Khalil Stewart. For outdoor track, Katie Bolke, Devin Catania, Sebi Baez, and Enzo Corvino. For girls tennis, Alyssa Dugas, Suri Sanchez, and Rachel Billmeyer. For baseball, Jalen Manson, Ben Mashaud, Lucas Robson, and Zachary Zavija. Zachary, I hope I said that right. Unfortunately, we don't have girls lacrosse or boys tennis reported to us, but congratulations to all of our spring all-conference award winners. So while everybody gets seated, for those of you that are unaware, we compete in the Central Connecticut Conference, which is the largest conference in the state. We have 30 schools that make up our conference, and each year we are strongly represented at the state tournament level with many state tournament winners. So our teams are constantly competing against the best of the best. So for these individuals to be recognized as all-conference is a tremendous accomplishment. The next step is our all-state award winners. So all-state, so not only do you have to be all-conference, all-state means that your class or your division of coaches has been provided with information that they feel has raised you to the level that makes you stand out in that particular sport. And each year, we're always provided with some unbelievable performances and some unbelievable accomplishments from our student athletes. We do only have fall and winter for our all-state because many all-states aren't done until middle June. But we will recognize those fall and winter all-state award winners at this time. For boys soccer, Anthony Napolitano Jr. For girls volleyball, Omaira Batista. Cheerleading, Isaiah Smith. Also cheerleading, Sarah Aldrich. For diving, Miranda Parker. Girls basketball, Bella Kukura. Boys basketball, Josiah Sims. And for cross country and indoor track, Katie Bolke. You'll hear a little more about Katie, but she's also all New England and all American in both sports. Congratulations all. At this time, I'd like to invite my wife, Sarah, and my boys, Brennan and Reed, to the stage to award our annual scholarship. So as they walk up, we moved some of our scholarships to the scholarship night because they did fit in a little better in that ceremony. But we did keep this scholarship tonight because it was actually originated at this event 12 years ago. So this scholarship is the Jacob Lawrence Myers Memorial Scholarship, which was created in memory of our son Jacob, who we lost after a very short time with us. In his short time, he overcame many struggles. He taught our family many lessons, and he still continues to teach us and guide the way that we live life. And I think it really continues to impact us as we go. And this scholarship each year is awarded to a senior student athlete who has shown commitment to their program, strong leadership qualities, and who displays industriousness, enthusiasm, and competitive greatness. So I think I'm going to call up the younger man of the family. Oh, are you coming, Rita, or is Brennan announcing? So this year's recipient,
Adam Alexander.
All right. So our programs are full of student athletes that have unbelievable leadership qualities. And we do highlight one member of each program each year as a leadership award winner for those programs. And if you walk in the gym entrance, on the right side of the wall, you'll see it has a rundown of each leadership award winner for each sport. Some of them go all the way back to the 60s. So here to talk a little bit more about leadership and to present and to introduce our presentation is Assistant Principal, Mr. Jamie Harris.
So I only wrote for about 15 minutes long, so I'm sorry about that. No, I've been asked to speak to you tonight about the qualities and importance of leadership. As you could know, there's hundreds of definitions or qualities and quotes, ideas that you can find out there. I Googled it. I checked. There's a lot. But at its essence, leadership really just involves a person holding themselves to the highest standard while inspiring others to rise to their best. It's a critically important characteristic because it runs across all aspects of life: family, school, work, team, and community. Now, I'm pleased to introduce this presentation highlighting some of our student leaders here at Newington High School.
So if you were in that presentation, at this time I'd like you to join us on the riser so we can give you all a round of applause as you walk up and take a photo. Congratulations. Everybody smile at Mr. Mateo. Congratulations, all. So Unified Sports provides a wonderful platform for our athletes and partners to join together in competition and fun. Our Unified Sports program had some wonderful experiences and highlights from this year, and normally at this time I would invite Mr. Seth Greenberg up to talk about those experiences, but he is at a, I'm sure, thrilling and enjoyable elementary school concert right now. And as most fathers, he was informed of that yesterday, so he provided me with some remarks that he was going to read tonight, and I'm going to read them for him. So Unified Sports is an inclusive partnership between the CIAC and Special Olympics, where athletes with special needs train with regular peers. This year, we competed in basketball and track and field. This year marked a significant growth in numbers that we had in both of those. Every week on Thursday, we would practice the skills of the sports, and everyone worked hard each time we met. Basketball season led up to a great opportunity where we were able to compete at halftime of the Simsbury Holy Cross girls basketball game at Mohegan Sun. One thing that I've learned about my players is that they live for the big stage and thoroughly enjoy playing for the crowd. The fans definitely waited to go get their food and drink until after their halftime game was completed. We also had an opportunity to host our annual Unified Sports track meet at the facility. This year we hosted 7 teams, and we had over 150 athletes and partners that were amazing a part of the day. There was a huge, but I don't know if anybody remembered, there was a day where it looked like the world was going to come to an end. It was pouring so hard. And at about noon, the skies opened, it became super nice and warm, and that was the day that we had our Unified Sports track meet. And it ended up being an unbelievable day, unbelievable experience. And Coach Greenberg would really like to send a huge shout out to our track coach, Jen Deschaines and Will Marie Rodriguez, who supplied all of our volunteers for that day. And really, without our track and field program, that program does not run well. So a big round of applause for our track and field volunteers. So we have many athletes and partners that come through our Unified Sports program, but 2 student athletes each year are recognized at the AquaTurf a few weeks ago for being the most outstanding athlete and partner. So our top partner this year, who, when I call your name, please come up and join me on stage, stood out for many reasons. Her ability to relate to athletes was absolutely incredible, especially with one particular that without her, I don't know where I'd be. This partner was always checking in to see what was needed, how she could come to practices or competitions. As far as caring is concerned, she was always asking how I was doing, if things were going okay, what she could do to assist, and she was always the first person to volunteer to help. She would often lead us in stretching at the track, even though she definitely was out of her comfort zone. She learned a lot about herself through these experiences that took her out of her shell, and we would like to recognize Cora Tracy to the stage as the top partner from Newington High School this year. Is Cora here? So Cora was recognized again at the AquaTurf, so it's a great accomplishment for her. Now for our top athlete, who most of you won't likely need an introduction because you already know him. Or if you don't know him, he will be introducing himself at some point to you before you leave this evening. He is a man of the people who wants everyone to feel welcome and included. He is truly a remarkable young man. He wants to be the first to say hi. And if you're having a tough day, I promise you he will always put a smile on your face. He truly has a heart of gold, and his personality makes everyone gravitate to him. Our athlete of the year is no other than Ryan Alexander.
So, well, thank you for Coach Gravers down here for the press tonight. So, press sports is our track and field over event. So, thank you. Guys, can you hear me? We had Sebby Bias come up to the stage. Just one, Sebby.
You want to take a photo with Sebby?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a photo with Sebby? Sebby, come on. We got to get a photo. Go right over here. We got a photo. Come on, Sebby. Sebby is a tremendous partner in our program, as you can tell. Thanks, Seb. Ryan is my greeter, my security, personal protection. I tell you, he does so many things. You're probably the only person that goes to more sporting events than I do, Ryan. So the next honor is one of those that just truly knocks my socks off every time we kind of go through the numbers and we run the reports because of how many young adults are able to accomplish the feat. The next award we will be recognizing is our Academic All-Conference. And for those of you that are unaware, Academic All-Conference means you've earned high honors in the sports season that you're competing in. So there are so many different challenges and so many different things pulling these kids one way or another. And somehow they're able to achieve high honors while competing at a really high level. It really is a true testament to their time management skills, their work ethic, and all the things that we're hoping that through athletics and academics are going to make them wonderful people as they leave us. And the folks that are going to be in this list really are ready to make it to that next level. So here to announce our Academic All-Conference members is our Assistant Principal, Jamie Harris, once again, and our Assistant Athletic Director, Mr. Jamie Mateo. So as they're walking up here, we already kind of had a system where we had one clap. Now, last year we did the pat clap. Do we want to just go with the one clap? One clap, good? All right, this creates a very nice pace as we go through. So we'll go with the one clap. So as your name is called, if you could please just come on over to the risers, I will try to organize you as best I can.
Okay. Milan Abraham. Brooke Acatino. Sarah Aldrich. Andrew Alamani. Colin Alamani. Adam Alexander. Yusuf Al-Sakri. Chloe Alvizo. Nathan Amenyo. Matthew Amperon. Marin Amuso. Dylan Anktel. Mushtaba Arthur. Avery Atkinson. Rachel Bailey. Tamaya Barnes, Elizabeth Barron, Anna Bielska, Adrian Bielski, Rachel Billmeyer, Evangelia Bakakis, Maya Blanco, Catherine Bulkey, Noah Borup, Jillian Bouchard, Hallie Broadbent, Matthew Brown, Olivia Canapari, Gabriella Krastowski, Lila Civitillo, Anderson Claffey, Nathan Clark, Matilde Costa, Emma Costa, Camry Cornoyer, Isabella Kakutta, Jake D'Amato, Joseph D'Amato, Evan DeMarco, Thomas DiNapoli, Thea DeWitt, Viatan Din, Elizabeth Dahl, Ava Dos Santos, Alyssa Dugas, Alexandria Duran, John Michael Duran, Caroline Fisher, Sean Fleming, Juliana Flores, Emma Freeman, Joseph Gianfrido, Madeline Glaude, Tristan Gorman, Shauna Gray, Maya Graboic, Maeve Gunning, Heba Habib, Jamie Hernandez, Katiana Holmes, Natalie Histrisa, Ava Johnson, Amela Juralzik, Colin Karanian, Andrew Kasiokevich, Monica Kolsik, Adrian Kowalczyk, Morgan Krydell, Kaylee Krasuski, Ashley Kouay, Aiden Kai. And then we're going to meld them together.
What?
Put them together with like some kind of AI feature and it'll look like one big picture.
That'd be cool,
That
right?
would be awesome. I bet we could. I wish that all the tall people were at the beginning of the alphabet, and as you went through it, they just got shorter. And
Yeah,
make
yeah.
this kind of stuff.
It was just, we should just rank them in.
Forget about your GPA.
Yeah,
Really
it's not
the
alphabetical
inches
order,
that
it's just
count.
like.
Yeah.
All right, the second half. Ethan Lawson Crawford, Molly Lavoie, Kelly Lee, Joshua Lee, Carly Leonard, Nora Lewandowski, Isabella Longo, Nathan Liu, Jaden Liu, Taylor Lyons, Jalen Manson, Skylar Marziano, Reagan Mayo, Anna McGoldrick, Libby McGrath, Madeline Mashad, Ella Mashad, Benjamin Mashad, Riley Mills, Lacey Montana, Philip Najatowski, Sophia Napoli, Garrick Napoli, Joel Nazario, William Nayez, Kenna O'Brien, Victor Oziak, Maya Olette, Charles Pade, Miranda Parker, Aikut Patel, Nicole Petit, Aaron Pihovich, Joanna Pinheos, Glorianne Pignot, Rylan Pouliot, Jonah Prignato, Veronica Pushkar, Ian Rainville, Sophia Rathman, Ivelis Rivera, Lucas Robinson, Santiago Rodriguez, Jackson Romano, Anaya Ross, Suri Sanchez, Chloe Savastra, Azalyn Smith, Isabella Stair, Alexa Starin, Aradine Stagakis, Dind Tahirovic, Ishan Teaser, Alexander Chichuk, Ethan Tata, Jake Tatum, Ava Tavares, Mia Thorol, Nathan Thomas, Ethan Thomas, Alexander Tong, Gabriel Trefone, Jack Vendetti, Bianca Vieira, Lauren Vong, Matthew Vong, Ella Webster, Jillian Webster, Heath Whedon, Katrina Whitehouse, Maggie Woods, Noah Wozniak, Christian Izagori, Jordan Zajac. Congrats to all the academic all-conference athletes.
So each year we keep on having to add a row of risers, which is a good problem to have. I think we got to go to 4 next year. So 4 risers is going to be the call. Sportsmanship is the backbone of true competition. The ability to compete while controlling one's emotions are key to overall success as an athlete, but also as a human as you move forward into real life. At this time, I'd like to welcome Coach Kurt Burns and Coach Sean Hussey to the stage to announce our female and male winners for the CIAC Sportsmanship Award from Newington High School.
Hello, everyone. I've been given this honor by Mr. Chris Myers to introduce the male award winner for sportsmanship, and I think it's a great choice. He's been with our program since our freshman year. He was a starter as a freshman, played in the state final as a freshman, and since then he's always exhibited fantastic sportsmanship, win or lose. Great team leader, one of our captains this year. So great to have him. He was just on the honor roll there with all those high honor students, so he's a great student. Great person, a hard worker, and really pleased to announce that our starting libero, our libero and captain of the boys volleyball team, Viatan Din, is the award winner.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to get a picture of you and V, and then you guys just hang on for a second. Next, Coach Sean Hussey, V.
Thank you, Chris. First, Chris, you gave up the podium to me, and as my girls know, that could be a very, very bad thing. But I want to just do a little segue first before I get into talking about this next Sportsmanship Award. Just a round of applause for an unsung hero. He doesn't look for things, he doesn't look for accolades, but because of what he does, we're able to have all of this stuff and have all the programs run as smoothly as they are. So I'd like to do a round of applause for your athletic director, Chris Myers. Thank you. Sportsmanship. We've all heard the term, but what does it really mean? The dictionary, my generation, or Siri for the younger generation, says it is fair and generous behavior or treatment of others, especially in a sports contest. Dwight Davis, founder of tennis's Davis Cup, once said that good sportsmanship has no national boundaries. It speaks a universal language. With these thoughts in mind, it was evident this year's female winner exemplifies what sportsmanship truly means. For those of you who may not know, all my players shake hands with their opponents after matches, as well as the opposing coaches. This particular individual repeatedly goes out of her way to compliment the other coach and their team, whether she wins or loses her contest. She always has a smile and befriends anyone whom she comes into contact with. On the court, she's known as Three Singles, RB, Rach, Captain, and Ian's new term, Radical Rachel. It's my pleasure to present this year's Female Sportsmanship Award to Rachel Billmeyer.
What a picture.
All right, hold on. Nope, don't go there. Congratulations again. Thank you, guys. So we have, obviously, as you saw, many student athletes that excel above and beyond in the classroom, but only two can be recognized as the male and female scholar athlete from Newington High School. So earlier in May, we had a quaint dinner of about 2,000 people. Every school has one male and one female honoree. And these elite student athletes have earned recognition in a particular field of athletics, but also have earned a very high-ranking GPA within their class. These individuals are truly an embodiment of what education-based athletics is all about. And it really is what separates it from your outside club sports and other recreational sports organizations. At this time, I would like to make sure that we recognize them at this event. So our 2024 scholar athletes from Newington High School are Evan DeMarco, and Catherine Bolke. So now we have reached our final awards of the evening. The Joyce Jammer and George Brindley Awards are given each year to the student athlete, the senior student athlete, who, in the opinion of a group of head coaches, has shown outstanding athletic achievement, has brought positive recognition to Newington High School, and has been an inspiration to their teammates and the student body and community as a whole. To be eligible for this, you must be a multi-sport, at least two-sport varsity athlete for at least 2 years. Finalists, when I announce your name, if you would just please rise and wave to the crowd before your video begins, I would appreciate it. So we will begin with our male finalists, and our first finalist is Adam Alexander. Adam Alexander. Adam was a 4-year varsity member of the boys basketball team and a 2-year starter. He earned all conference in his junior and senior year, while being captain in both seasons and also the Tough Man Award winner as chosen by the coaches. He also earned the Most Outstanding Player of the Year award as voted on by his teammates. From his coach, he is one of the toughest players I have ever coached. He always did what was best for the team and even played a playoff game with the stomach bug. Adam was also a 2-year member of the varsity track team, excelling at all of the events he participated in. He is qualified for the state championships in the long jump, high jump, and triple jump in both seasons participating. He has hit some insane personal bests of 43 feet for the triple jump and 20 feet 10 inches for the long jump. From his coach, Adam is an exceptional athlete who works hard to make himself and others around him better every single day. He is such a positive influence on any team. Congratulations, Adam. Our second Brindley finalist is Philip Nadrutowski. George Brindley finalist, Philip Nadrutowski. Philip was a varsity cross-country runner for 3 of his 4 years with the program. Philip always peaked for the most important meets, and his natural stride allowed him to excel in all of his competitions. He was a top 3 runner on the team while he was with the varsity program and played a critical role in the team's success. Philip was also a tremendous swimmer. He was all-conference and academic all-conference for his sophomore, junior, and senior years. Philip qualified for the Class L meet in both the 100 backstroke and 200 IM in his sophomore, junior, and senior seasons. He qualified for the state finals in the 200 IM all 3 years and the backstroke in the last 2 years. In his senior season, Philip had a top 10 finish in the 100 backstroke and Class L, winning his heat in the B final. He was a 3-year Class L finalist, 2024 Coach Brophy Award and Scholarship winner, and a member of the school record 200 medley relay team. From his coach, he was consistently the second leading scorer for all 4 years on a very talented team, and his work ethic and attitude inspired his teammates to be better. Congratulations, Philip. Next, we have our Joyce Jammer finalists. Our first finalist is Ella Stair. Joyce Jammer finalist, Ella Stair. Ella is a true 3-sport athlete. Starting with soccer, Ella is a 4-year varsity player who was captain her junior and senior seasons. She earned academic all-conference all 4 seasons, as well as all-conference as a senior. From her coach, Ella was a fantastic student athlete to have in the program. She had an exemplary attitude towards training, playing, and the whole soccer program from a leadership perspective. She always set a great example for our younger players on how to conduct themselves. In basketball, Ella was a 2-year captain and point guard for a few of the best teams in school history. She was critical in handling the ball and making big-time shots in big games. From her coach, Ella is the best leader the program has ever seen. She is always the first to arrive and last to leave, and she is a great connector of people. Ella's third sport was softball, where she was a standout again as a captain in her junior and senior seasons. She was willing to play numerous positions, and she excelled at all of them. From her coach, Ella is a vocal leader and leads by example. She raises up any team she is a part of to a higher level. Congratulations, Ella. Our second Joyce Jammer finalist is Katie Bolke. Joyce Jammer finalist, Katie Bolke. Katie dominated all 3 sports she participated in. Beginning with cross country, Katie never lost in a dual meet in her 4 years in high school. She was all-conference and all-state all 4 years and was all-New England in her junior and senior seasons. She was Class L and Open champion, Game Time CT Cross Country Player of the Year, Connecticut High School Coaches Association Cross Country Athlete of the Year, All-American, and Connecticut Gatorade Player of the Year for cross country in 2023. She is the first ever Gatorade Player of the Year from Newington High School. For indoor, Katie only competed her junior and senior seasons. She was All-State and All-New England both seasons. In 2023, she was the Class L champion in the 1600 and 3200, State Open champion in the 3200, and New England champion in the 1 mile. In 2024, she's the Class L champ in 1600, the New England champ in the 1600. She was All-American in the mile, finishing 4th at Nationals. She concluded her 3 sports with outdoor track, where she was undefeated in the 800, 1600, and 3200 in dual meets all 4 years. She was All-State in 2022 and 2023 and All-New England in 2023 and is on pace for more of both those accomplishments. 2023, she was Class L champ in the 1600 and State Open runner-up. She was All-American, finishing 4th in the 2,000-meter steeplechase at Nationals. Presently, she is the #1 ranked in the 800, 1600, and 2,000-meter steeplechase in Connecticut and #1 in the country for the steeplechase. From her coach, Katie has been a once-in-a-lifetime athlete, and it's been an honor to work with her over the past 4 years. She's been an inspiration to me, her teammates, her family, and even her competitors. Congratulations to Katie on all of her achievements, and we look forward to all the great things she will accomplish moving forward. Congratulations, Katie. One of the best things is having an opportunity to go through all of the information that comes. Obviously, we can't include everything in the videos, but it is amazing that each one of these finalists in any given year could win this award. So please, before I invite our presenter up for the final award, please give me one more round of applause for all of our finalists. So here to announce the winners of the Joyce Jammer and George Brinley Award is our esteemed principal and #1 fan, Ms. Tara Tigno.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Just going to take a moment to welcome everybody, congratulate all the athletes. As you know, I love to go to all sporting events. If I'm not there, I'm often texting Mr. Myers or Mr. Mateo to find out the scores. I've even got to know a lot of parents over the years, so I text them as well to make sure I know what's going on. So thank you for your energy and your leadership. Without athletics, schools, in my opinion, wouldn't be anything at all. So a round of applause for our athletes that are here tonight and to our families for supporting them. I know Dr. Brummett will be up on stage, so I'm not going to take too much time to thank yous, but I do, since I'm announcing this award, just a shout out to the four of you. It's been a pleasure being your proud principal for the last 4 years. Katie, I've watched you in person and on the TV when you've been all over the country, quite honestly, and it's been such a pleasure. Ella, you are now the captain of my daughter's team, so I see your leadership firsthand, and it's been an honor and a pleasure. Adam, I've seen you on the court. I know your family well. Ryan, big shout out to you, big brother. And so, again, a pleasure and an honor. And Philip, you swam and ran, but swimming was my sport when I was in high school, so it's been a pleasure getting to know you as well. Probably 4 of the most humble athletes that have ever walked the stage to be in this arena. So a big shout out to you and your families for raising such fine young people. All right, so here we go. The George Brindley Award is presented to Mr. Adam Alexander.
You gotta take a photo. You gotta take a photo.
And the Joyce E. Jammer Award is presented to Miss Catherine Bolke.
Come on out, we gotta take a couple photos. No, you too. Come on. All right, so why they take photos? There's only so much you can put in a video. But I do want to embarrass Katie a little bit because she's a little too humble for me. So Katie holds the school, she makes me feel really bad about myself. Katie, in indoor track, holds the school record in, somebody time me for how long this takes, the 600 meter, the 800 meter, the 1,000 meter, the 1,600 meter, the mile, the 3,200, the 2 mile, and the sprint medley relay. Sorry, I had to do it. In outdoor track, she holds the records in the 300 hurdles, the 800 meter, the 1,600 meter, the mile, the 3,200, the 2 mile, the 5,000 meter, the 2,000 meter steeplechase, the distance medley relay, and the sprint medley relay. She also leads the country for All-Americans who serve pizza and airheads at basketball games because she works every event, and I don't know where she finds the time, but I just felt the need to announce all those records because that is unbelievable.
Did you get a picture of the two of you yet? Yeah, okay. All right, before I turn the program over to Dr. Brummett, there never can be enough thank yous. I know tennis coach stole the thunder a little bit, but every year I take an opportunity to recognize Mr. Mateo and Mr. Myers. I have been to, I don't know, probably thousands at this point, of games, meets, matches, events, and I have never seen two individuals run such a large school so professionally, respectfully, really looking to grow programs, coaches, and their athletes. So I want to personally thank Mr. Myers and Mr. Mateo for all you bring to our school. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to invite our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maureen Brummett, to the stage for a few remarks.
Yes, I am. All right. Well, good evening, everyone, or should I say it's ready to say good night. But I will say that I'm going to thank Mr. Myers and Mr. Mateo, but also Ryan Alexander for his organization of tonight's events. Where's Ryan? Is he still there? I loved your stage presence. It was awesome. But truly, as already stated, they want a high-quality program and do right by our athletes every single day. I also want to thank our coaches. Your job is not easy, and you are dedicated to our athletes, and you bring out the best in them at every meet. Also, I'd like to thank our student athletes, who I've enjoyed watching you excel on the playing field and in the classroom. Congratulations again. And I'd like to say, I don't know where you fit it all in, because I thought I had a busy job, but then you guys are doing all this stuff. I can't believe it. Congratulations. How about one more round of applause for our athletes? So I would like to leave you with a quote from my favorite basketball player when I was in high school, Mr. Larry Bird. Awesome. Now, I know we've been talking about All-State tonight, but did you know that Larry has come back into fame in an All-State commercial, which is awesome. He's apparently got a bird in his attic that causes trouble. But here's what he said. He said, "I've got a theory that if you give 100% all of the time, things will work out in the end." I think he makes great sense. And I think that is our words to live by. And once again, congratulations to our athletes. And if you will get home in time for the Celtics versus the Pacers at 8 p.m.
So, thank you, Dr. B. And again, I'll kind of start a string of thank yous. I know when you live in a community, you kind of think that this is how it is everywhere. And I think one thing that I find, because I'm able to have meetings with athletic directors from our conference and all over the state, is that not every school district gets the same amount of support from their Board of Education or superintendent. And I would like to just ask for a huge round of applause for Dr. B and her support of athletics, activities, everything. Oh, that was the next one. You're stealing my thunder, Ms. Tigno. Because for those of you that don't know, Dr. B periodically will make a special delivery of cookies to some of our programs when she has time. And they are always a special treat, and we can't thank you enough for all you do for us. At the building level, tonight, Mr. Harris was the assistant principal that stepped up and did many roles. But all of our assistant principals really do a great job of showing up, supporting our student athletes, checking in with them in the hallways. So Mr. Harris is the representative, but all of our assistant principals, thank you for all the time you spend. We all know Ms. Tigno. Ms. Tigno brings such a presence. I think hopefully your sons and daughters can explain to you when they come home the excitement, the life, the care that she brings to the hallways every single day. And, you know, when she says she's texting late at night, she does all of the time. All of the time. And she's always checking because she always wants to make sure she knows what's going on. And she always wants to make sure that she's following up on how our student athletes are doing and their performances and how everything went. And she just has such a care and a passion. And she kind of takes all of you as an extension of her family. Her family of learners is not fake. You are a member of her family of learners, and you are part of that family. So a huge thank you to NHS's #1 fan, Ms. Tara Tigno. If you served in any capacity on the broadcast crew at any point throughout the year, could you please stand? Please stand. So, over the past couple years, the broadcast crew has done an unbelievable job of producing media and highlighting student achievements in all different aspects. But for athletics, they have really raised things to a whole nother level. And the time and the professionalism and the care and what they do to highlight the student athletes is really tremendous. And I really can't wait because it seems like every year they're growing, developing, and building more. So I want to just a gigantic round of applause for Mr. Trowbridge and his entire staff. When you call the athletics department, you'll get one of two people. It's either myself or Mr. Mateo. You'll probably rather speak to Mr. Mateo. Mr. Mateo does an unbelievable job day in and day out, making sure that everything is ready, prepared, and doing his best to really highlight our student athletes. We would not function in the way that we do without everything he does on a daily basis. So I really want to take a huge round of applause for Mr. Jamie Mateo, and thank you for everything you do, Jamie. Our coaches work tirelessly throughout the year, and those of you that are student athletes, you get it. With the advent of Huddle, you can check how much time they watch, and for some of them, it's scary because I'm not sure if they have a day job, because the amount of hours that they take preparing you for your contest and watching film from other teams that you might compete against is really something tremendous. And I know that all of them can't be here. Many of them are with their kids at coaching their teams right now out of season. But I did want to make sure that, one, we just gave a little appreciation, but also a loud round of applause for all of our coaches who are here. Moms, dads, guardians, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our student athletes, what I would like you to do is stand up. Every student athlete, please stand. Please stand. Please hopefully turn, if you're not next to your parents, please turn in the general vicinity of your parents. And I want you to say, one, I love you. And thank you for everything you've done for me. All right, that sounds about right. A big round of applause for all of moms, dads, and guardians. All right, I promise I'm going to get you out of here in a second. Sorry. Our student athletes, you guys listen, I really do appreciate all of the things you do for our community, for our school, for your programs. You do such an unbelievable job representing Newington. And that's one of the things I try to say at some of our preseason meetings. You are the largest group of people that represent Newington throughout the state. You could be anywhere from Storrs, Connecticut, all the way down to Greenwich on any given day. And you always do such a nice job of representing who we are and what we are as a community. So I really want to just say thank you for your hard work, your time, your determination, your care, and really making me proud to be your athletic director. So a big round of applause for all of our student athletes. So we do have some refreshments in the hallway. We really hope you guys, take some time to enjoy each other's company. Quick thing. Tomorrow, if you're not already doing it, be inclusive. Be kind to somebody else. Hold a door. If somebody's sitting by themselves, sit with them. Bring attention to a cause that you care about. Volunteer your time. Say hello to a stranger. Do some really simple, basic things on a daily basis that bring you out of your comfort zone, but welcome somebody back in and make them feel good about themselves. I think that's extremely important, and in athletics, we learn that every day. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and thank you for all you do. Have a great night.